Hello everyone, welcome to my spiritual sanctuary. My name is Sandra. Welcome in everyone, welcome in. Come on in and have a seat. I want to say hello to everyone and wish everyone a new month ahead of the Yin Fire Pig from starting November 7th until December 7th. So I'm using some candlelight tonight to welcome in the year of the snake combined with the month of the pig. Okay, we're kind of winding down on the snake year, which is the fire element. We've been in the wood fire combination, and now we're in the fire pig for the next month until December 7th. So fire element is strong. And when we combine that with the yin energy of the darkness of water element, we do find a balance within that. Okay, so that is what I would say is the theme of the month ahead, is finding balance in your everyday life. Also, we're in Mercury retrograde, went into Mercury retrograde on the 9th of November until we will be in Mercury retrograde until the 29th of November. In addition to Mercury retrograde, we have other planets. We have about 6 total planets that are retrograde right now. So everything is slowing down. Okay, and we are into now the winter, the months of the water element, which is now moving us closer to the winter solstice. So I thought it would be fitting to have some fire going with my candles and a bit of yin quality, which is the dark, the water element. The black is water element, okay? And talk a little bit about what's in store for you this month ahead. Now, I know I'm a little behind because it is Friday. It is the 14th of November today when I'm sending out my email. And I apologize for being late this month, but there has been a lot going on, either planetary-wise or life in general. Wrapping up the Halloween season has been it's been a lot. At the Hotel Casa Dega, where I do readings, we went straight up to November 2nd with the haunted house, so it was quite active, and then catching up on things. So I apologize, but it has given me an opportunity to rethink about what I want to include for 2026 as we're moving into the fire horse year 2026. We actually move into the fire horse. The solar new year would be February 3rd, 4th, and depending on where you live in the world. And then the lunar new year is officially the 17th of February. So as we're moving into a new year, 2026, and the year of the fire horse, I'm looking and planning to do things a bit. I'm going to change things up a bit. As you know, I have been doing the Flying Star Energies every month in my newsletter, and I'm just curious how many people find that valuable, because I'm thinking about changing up my newsletter and including more other topics in there. So just let me know what you think. You can just put your opinion in the comments section, okay? And let me know what it is you'd be interested in for 2026, okay? Now, I will be doing a year in depth for the year of the horse, and that will be forthcoming in January, okay? So stay tuned for that. And I will also be doing new videos on the zodiac signs coming up as well. I'll be doing readings for each zodiac sign. So stay tuned for that. And that is going to kick off a whole new beginning, because I will be doing that on a regular basis, in addition to doing mediumship readings and also connections with loved ones on the other side through the My Spiritual Sanctuary channel, okay? So I'm not going to go into more specific about that, but it's a great way for you to contact me to get readings personally, and also just watch the channel and watch to see if maybe there's a message that comes to you from a loved one on the other side. Most of the time, the channeled messages that will come through will be for those people on my subscriber list. It's because we are in connection on a soul level, then most likely, if I do a channeled message on my YouTube channel, some of the people that you connect with on the other side are bound to come through, because they'll know that that's an easy way for them to get through, get a message to you. So even though you're not getting a private reading with me at the hotel or through a telephone call or another means, just know that if you decide to watch the channel on a regular basis and subscribe, you may find a message that comes through for you from someone that you love, okay? Let's see what else. I am going to talk about the holidays, okay? And as you know, if you have been with me before on this channel, I always do a video on where do I put the Christmas tree based on the Feng Shui for the month of December. So I intend on doing that again, and a lot of that is based on the flying star that comes through my email this time. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about the auspicious and the inauspicious areas in your home sector, business sector, and how that affects your life. I'm going to talk a little bit about that tonight, but I always like to do a specific Christmas holiday decorating with Feng Shui video for you as well. So stay tuned for that. That is something I do every year, and people have found it very valuable, okay? And I also want to talk about my book on grief recovery. As most of you know, I wrote a book on grief recovery in 2013. It's called Unlocking the Grief Code Using Mind, Body, and Spirit Healing Solutions. And it is a step-by-step manual on how to heal from grief and loss, okay? Grief and loss from any kind. Using holistic techniques and different ways that I had healed my heart from grief without using any drugs or any artificial means, okay? So with the holidays coming up, grief tends to be a number one problem in our society, and maybe it is with you too. We've either lost somebody that we know, we've gone through some kind of a loss in some way, whether that's a job, a pet, a relationship, a child. It could be a loss of anything, a loss of a home, whatever it is for you. I'm going to take some excerpts from my book and do some videos on grief recovery, and I'm going to include a little bit more information that I have acquired over the last 12 years since I wrote the book. So it was the book was published by Balboa Press in 2013, but it actually took me 2 years to write the book. So it was a way for me to heal my heart, and I wrote the book so that the average person could take the book and utilize the information without any knowledge of spirituality, spirit, soul, anything holistic in any manner. And I wrote it as a beginner guide to healing. And now what I would like to do is to take it up a notch, okay, and help people to heal from grief and loss with the tools and the information that I have gained through my clients and through the years that I have experienced more grief and loss, okay, in different areas, and we all go through it. So I feel that, it can be a great service to people during the holidays when maybe the holidays just aren't the same for you anymore. Maybe things are different. Okay, maybe you don't have the same people with you that you had in the past. Maybe some people are spending it alone. Okay, maybe as you're aging and getting older, the way you do holidays is changing. Okay, so our families are changing all the time. Our friend groups, just our life in general is a constant fluctuation. So it's important that we learn how to adapt and heal from that grief on a very soul level, okay? So I will be talking more about that as we move on. So when we talk about the flying stars for November, there may be some people that are watching this video that really don't understand what the flying stars are, because I do have a lot of new clients now from Hotel Casadega that are not really interested in Feng Shui, okay? They come to me for tarot readings or mediumship readings or life coaching, spiritual life coaching, or healing work, okay? So I feel that maybe doing some videos that are on different topics are going to be more helpful for those who are in my database now. And I will be kind of asking for help of what it is that you want to hear about, okay? So I know how to proceed for 2026. I want to help you in ways that that you're interested in, and not just throwing information at you that's useless, okay? Now, I do have a lot of people on my list that are still interested in Feng Shui. So I'm going to continue for this month and next month, December, with my same status quo routine where I do the flying stars in my email newsletter. I give you the map, I give you the cures, I tell you which areas are best in your home, business, and how to get the results you're looking for in your life, okay, to move the energy in a positive way. And then in January, things are going to change up, okay? So stay tuned. I'm not going to talk about it yet. I'm still working on the planning and all of that. So I could use any suggestions that you have of what you would like for the next year. And I will, for the first couple of months, I'll be focusing on the year of the horse, okay? And the energy shifts and changes that we'll be experiencing in that year ahead of 2026. Okay, and how that relates to you based on your astrology chart, okay? And I'll be doing zodiac readings, as I said, and we'll be doing more mediumship readings and things of that nature, okay? Because I feel that's what people are looking for, okay? So this month, when we look at the flying star Feng Shui, we're the yin fire pig, combined with the yin wood snake. We have a situation where all the numbers are the same. They double, okay? So what do I mean by that? Well, okay, so in the southeast sector, we have the yearly star of the 1 and the monthly star of the 1. So they double. The year, period 9, which is the 20-year cycle from 2024 to 2044, is another number that we utilize as well, and that one is different. So in my email newsletter, I will give you the cures based on how the doubling of the numbers is affecting that particular space. Now, what I want to talk about is very briefly, the southeast sector is the most luckiest sector of your home or business this month, okay? So the southeast is the best sector of the month. If you have a home office or a front door, or you're sleeping in that area, awesome. You should have great energy there. Okay. In the south, we have 6 and 6. We have double sixes. Now, that is also a very good energy sector in the south. Okay. Very good energy there. In the southwest, we have the 8-8 combination. Now, in period 8, that was very auspicious, but in period 9, it's a bit weaker, okay? But it's still a very lucky sector, the southwest. So southeast, south, and southwest are all great energy for the month ahead, okay? So utilize those rooms, those spaces in your home, business. Sleep in those directions if that's your good direction. If you don't know what your good direction, please contact me, okay? And you'll be good to go. Now the West has a double 4. Now a double 4 is we call it the star of academics, okay? So it is a fairly neutral star, but it's combined with the 2 star of illness. So we have to put a metal cure in the West, okay, to offset that star of illness. And the double 4s is a great study. It's good for intelligence. It's good for creativity, fertility. It's really great energy for that, okay? All right. So metal and water are the cures for the West. Now, the northwest sector is the helpful people travel area, and that is afflicted. So we have double 3s there. So that's a conflict star, arguments, conflicts, obstacles, okay? And the period 9 star is a 1, which is a star of blessings. So the need to offset the conflict star, okay, is what is needed there. And we can do that with the fire element, okay? Fire element is adding red in that area, okay? We want to reduce that -3 energy, okay? We can put metal in that area as well. The north sector is also not really great this month. It's got a double 7s, which is the star of robbery, litigations, obstacles, accidents, that kind of thing. And it's combined with the period 9 star 5 of the star of misfortune. Not great area. You want to stay out of the north sectors in your home if you can. If you cannot avoid it, make sure you're putting your metal cures in place and a water cure in place in that particular area. Okay. So then we have the northeast, okay? Now, the northeast is probably the worst sector of the whole month, okay? Because it has double 5 star of misfortune. And it has the 3 star of arguments. So that is an area where we want to keep it quiet. We don't want to do construction in that area. We want to put metal cures in place in that area. And you don't want to spend long periods of time in that area. You don't want to work in that area, okay? If you have a front door, you definitely need cures in that area in alignment with the front door, okay? If you don't know what to do, call me or set up an appointment to meet with me, even for 30 minutes, okay? And I'll make sure that you get it figured out. Because all of the numbers are doubling this month. So the negative sectors are doubling and the auspicious sectors are doubling. So we want to, you know, spend more time in our auspicious areas and not so much in our unauspicious areas. Okay. So east is family and ancestors area. Now that's very prosperous. We have 2 9 stars, star of prosperity. It's a very lucky. It's one of the best sectors this month as well. Okay. So in the east, you want to, you know, spend as much time in those areas. Okay. So it also carries the 7th star for period 9, which is not so good. So we want to make sure that we're adding a wood or earth cure there, okay? Or a metal cure to offset the 7th star. Okay, and then we do have the center, the Tai Chi, the overall wellness of the area, of your space, your home, business. We have a double 2 there, the star of illness. Now, unless it's in health office, doctor's office, or a healing room, then I would say you definitely need to put metal cures in place there, okay? It does have the period 9 9 star of prosperity, but the double 2s is a propensity for illness. So if you have any chronic illnesses or you have a tendency to get the flus or colds or anything like that, you definitely want to make sure that you're not spending time in that area in the center of the home. Watch your cooking, you know, make sure that everything is clean and prepared properly so that you don't receive any digestive issues or things that could go wrong with your stomach, okay, or digestive system. The 2 stars, an earth star, and that's usually the earth energy is all about the stomach, digestion, and food, that kind of thing, okay? So make sure you're putting metal cures in place. So there you have it, okay? You have the rundown of all the different sectors in your home or business and the flying star energies for Feng Shui design, okay? Now, just briefly, I'm going to say, if you are wondering where to put your Christmas tree because you put your Christmas tree up around Thanksgiving, okay, or before December 7th when we move into the new flying star energies, for the next month, then I am going to tell you, please make sure that you put your Christmas tree in an auspicious area, okay? So you want to make sure that you're accentuating the energies of the southeast, the south, the southwest, any areas there. West would be okay, okay? I would stay away from the northwest, the north, the northeast. The east is perfect for a Christmas tree. I always put mine in the east, or one of my trees. I put several different trees up, so one of them in the east. And then we want to avoid the center right now, okay? The center of your home. If you have a great room, be careful, okay? So I'm going to go into that more on my next video about where to put the Christmas tree. How do I decorate for Christmas? But until then, I just wanted to give you a small tidbit of information for that, okay? So there you have it. I hope that was helpful for you today. And we're going to pull an I Ching card. Now, if you don't know what the I Ching is, it is a 4,000-year-old oracle that I consult for wisdom and knowledge. And I usually throw the coins and use the I Ching oracle books, but I always do an I Ching card at the end for the month ahead to see what is in store for us this month. Holy Spirit, holy angels, what is the message for this month? Oh, okay. Okay, so we have hexagram 18. It's called Arresting Decay. arresting decay. 18, hexagram 18. So let's see. It's mountain above and wind below. It says, you know where you have gone wrong, and now is the time to put it right. You can learn from your mistakes, but only if you arrest the decay that has already occurred. Interesting, huh? So, during this time of Mercury retrograde, make all of your wrongs right. Okay? Arrest the decay in your life. Make a list of the things that you may want to make right. Or, what is it that you want to create in your life? And where haven't you really been focusing in on that? Now, we do have the Scorpio new moon coming up next Wednesday, the 19th. And that is an awesome time to write down your new moon wishes for the next 30 days ahead. We're still in Mercury retrograde, and we're reviewing, reassessing, realigning, all of the going over the things in our life that maybe we would like to change for the new year ahead, okay? Because we do have 2026 right around the corner, right? So I may do another video on the I Ching hexagram 18 taken from the Oracle books, because I know there's way more to this than what I'm expounding on today, okay? So I'm going to just leave you there, my friends. I wish you a wonderful month of the pig ahead. I wish you much love and light in your next month ahead. And until we meet again, stay in the love and stay in the light. Namaste.